on the Cougar soccer field in Santa Clarita. Matt Robinson and Mari Kanies along with you as we get ready to go for the second half. College of the Canyons, 2-5-2 on the year, Mari. It's been kind of a rough go, coming in off of a 4-0 loss to Pasadena City a week ago. The Cougars have just one win in their last 5 matches, been shut out 4 times. It's really been a lack of goal scoring on the Canyons side.
Yeah, and it's not that the opportunities aren't there. I think they are getting a few quality opportunities each game. They just have to be able to finish those opportunities.
It's been a struggle for COC. You look at the numbers for the Cougars, they have 6 goals on the season, and those are your 6 goal scorers. 6 different players have scored this year in Chavez, Carrillo, Roberts, Briseño, Sandoval, and Fritz. All 6 of them are the only 6 that have scored goals this season for Phil Marsland's squad. And it's really just been kind of that struggle this year. The 70th ranked team in goal scored. It's not for lack of shots. 60 shots on goal this season. So it's not like they haven't done a good job of getting the ball on goal. It's just been a matter of can they finish, and that's really been the struggle this year for COC. The Cougars' defense and goaltending really has to be the cornerstone again. We've talked about it a lot here on the webcast. So far, Canyons has shown glimpses of that ability to defend effectively, but with 3 clean sheets, allowing just 1 goal in their 2 wins so far this season. And that's going to be a key going against this Chaffey squad that scored 16 times this year, 23rd best in the state of California. Chaffey plays with a little more tempo, a little more pace. Expect them to be on the attack for most of the contest, or at least early on in the contest, trying to use their legs to get around Canyons. As we're nearly ready to go, Chaffey will start with the ball. Just waiting on the officials to signal a start. 45 on the clock. We play under the officials' watch. Very similar to what you see in international soccer and professional soccer across the world. We are underway. College of the Canyons and Chaffey here on this Tuesday night. Canyons, their last home game was Friday the 20th against Victor Valley, a 2-0 win. One of their 2 wins this season, trying to find their 3rd and what would be just their 2nd here, or their 3rd here on their home field. So Canyons liking the home field so far this year, trying to connect on another one here today. It's Chaffey with an early throw in right into the box. It kind of bounces around. Canyons will get a clear. McGallion was there to clear it away. Chaffey will drive it right back in. Over the top of the head of Jack Whitney. And collected by Mario Velasquez, who's the keeper today. Mario 1-2-1 on the season. 50 goals against 20 saves on the year. He has 1 clean sheet, a save percentage of 800 on the season. On the other side, David Alaya getting the start for Chaffey, 2-3-1 on the year. He started all 10 contests for the Panthers. 12 goals allowed, 45 shots or saves made this season. He does have 1 clean sheet to his record. Here's a chance for Chaffey on the attack. Cutting across was Vegas Roberts to take it away from Cazares, who had a long run with it. Not much doing that time after Roberts cleaned it up.
That was great defending there. He pushed him, made him go for the shot, and then swooped right in and cleanly took the ball away.
Chaffey with possession once again, back near their own goal. So they'll swing it around as they switch the field. Ryan Pruitt now with it. He'll play it back as Chaffey content to control. We saw this last time Canyons was at home when we had the webcast against Santa Barbara. The Vaqueros were very solid at possessing. Canyons very passive in their defending, and Santa Barbara played with a lot of early pace. This one kind of comes in, and we've kind of seen the same here early on from Chaffey, a lot of pace towards the Canyon side. We get a whistle.
I have no idea what we're looking at right now.
Was it a legal hand touch on Canyons?
Oh, maybe.
Is that ball
inside the box?
Yeah, it was inside the box, but maybe it was a ball that was played back by Canyons.
I don't know.
They
It's
determined?
inside the box, so it can't be him. Can't be from the keeper. I don't know.
So good chance here for Chaffey right away within the first 5 minutes.
And it was a pass back to the keeper.
Chaffey will draw a corner out of it as they set it to David Navarro, and he drove it off of one of the Cougars. So the Panthers will have their first corner of the match. Chaffey this year has the second most, it's yellow cards, just 7 corners on the season. So they try and set this one quickly. Canyons will be able to get a clear. The Cougars will try and run on a counter back the other way. Valiant now with it. Drives it to the far side of the field. Going to be a long run for Christian Lanzas. Castillo, he's not going to be able to get there. Is Chaffey going to pass it back to goal? Alaya going to drive it away. And that was the call against Canyons, a pass back that the Cougars goaltender Velasquez picked up. I didn't see Canyons pass it back that way, but
I didn't. I guess the ref did, and I didn't see anyone complaining, but
yep. Chaffey going to get another corner here on a counterattack.
don't see that very often.
Chaffey, one of the most penalized teams in the state of California this year, 32 yellows, the second most in the state. They already have 2 reds on the young season. 3, 6, and 2
How many
are the
cards did
Panthers.
you just say?
32.
That is a lot of cards.
This one into the box. Defended for the moment. Now a strike towards that goes well up and over. So a goal kick coming here for Canyons. Phil Marcelin in his 22nd year as the head coach of COC. Chris Araya, the head coach for Chaffey, also a Chaffey College Panther at one time as a player, for going on to play in the professional ranks himself.
Get that man a Pepsi.
Chaffey going to get called for a foul here.
That's all we're looking for.
Had a little rough play down low on Chaffey a few seconds ago.
Yeah,
Drew a conversation from the official.
as it should. It's a little unnecessary. I think he wants to try to rein that in now.
Canyons will control now. Fritz cuts it back to the near side of the field. Galamea collects it. Canyons just controlling. Orestita will play it to Fritz. Fritz looking for room to operate. Has one man right on top of him in Navarro. Sends it far side. Now Carrillo. Lanzas, good move from Lanzas Castillo to run around a defender. On the run now, cross defended away. Trying just nothing going. First time Canyons has really pressed it forward today.
Yeah, and this time they're against Santa Barbara. They didn't really have the option early on in the game to connect at all, and this time around they're able to. I think that might have prepared them. That last game might have prepared them a little bit.
Here's a chance for Canyons. The shot on just goes wide. Good back heel by McCallion to find a cutting Christopher Chavez in the middle, and he just drove it wide with the left foot past the outstretched arms of David Alaya. Excuse me, Ayala. Should pronounce his name right, the young man. This one sent back onto the Canyon side of midfield. Velasquez going to drive it forward. Zalamea tried to flick it ahead. Chaffey back with possession.
Talk about the Santa Barbara game last time. The first, I'd say 15, 20 minutes, Santa Barbara was moving at a very high pace and pressuring the ball. And I actually think that might have prepared them a little bit for this. I don't think Chaffey started out with as much intensity as Santa Barbara last week, but Canyons is able to possess the ball. They're able to hold it a little bit longer.
Maybe knowing that that was coming at him. Chaffey coming in off a loss, a 1-0 loss to LA Pierce College. They actually haven't won in their last 3 matches, a pair of 2-2 draws against Citrus and El Camino. Their last win was against Rio Hondo back on the 17th. September. Too bad my schedule has the wrong dates on it somehow. It's just happens when you do things at 2:30 in the morning.
Fair enough.
This one's sent back towards the Canyons end, and it's picked up by Velasquez. He'll control it. It's Chaffey once again trying to get out on an attack. There's Carrillo, one of the captains for Canyons. Knocked down one of the Panthers. Velasquez this time much smarter about not picking the ball up as Carrillo played it back to him. This ball sent ahead. Whitney trying to get it on to Briseño, who's trying to run to it, but it was well out of his reach. Briseño, one of the goal scorers for Canyons this year. So the Cougars just need to find the ability to really convert opportunities. Like we said, the opportunities have been there this season. 60 shots for. They've had 24 on goal, which is inside the top 40. It's just a matter of converting. It's just a low conversion percentage, only a 40% shot on goal percentage this season. Takeaway for Chaffey this time. Tovar was behind the intended target of Cazares. Canyons will recontrol. And Carrillo onto the other side.
I also think the Cougars are forcing it a little bit too much, sending it down, and it does work, but you know, it has to be the perfect ball, perfect run, and we don't want to tire our forwards out so early in the game.
There was Whitney with a long run to it. Canyons will switch the play, but it's defended well by Chaffey that time. Good foot by Navarro coming across. Cougars trying to work again. Chavez. Middle of the field to Fritz. Near side, Orstida. Drops it down. Briseño. Back towards Orstida. Was a little out of his reach. He had to travel for it. Now Chavez, one touch, lines his Castillo into the box. Didn't have a runner there. And Ayala going to pick it up. Play it out of the near side as it stays in play. Chaffey again, this ball sent ahead. David Anthony Garcia trying to run onto it. Whitney the first one there. Velasquez going to be pressured as Cazares was right on him. Laid it over to Carrillo. Carrillo with a man right on top of him. Couldn't get by him 1v1. Got some help, though. Canyons a turnover, though, right into the middle of the field. Fritz able to recover. And now a foul going to be called against Chaffey. It's going to go against Thomas Bellocanto. A little too aggressive on the tackle.
Fritz was battling there.
David Anthony Garcia down on one knee over here on the near sidelines. Not sure if just overheated, maybe?
Holding his ankle there.
Got to bring the medical staff out. So we'll get a quick break here. Look at the comparison between Canyons and Chaffey this year. Chaffey with 16 goals for to just 6 for Canyons. Cougars have had a number of shots, 60 to 48. Shots on goal are pretty even as well. Canyons has done a really good job generating corners with 25 this year, and they have 3 clean sheets, so the numbers kind of in favor for Canyons on everything but the goal scoring metric.
Yeah, and maybe it does come down to the kind of confidence thing. You know, we're taking the shots, but are they good shots? You know, we've seen some quality, but I think once the Cougars get that confidence in their strikes, I think we'll be seeing a lot more goals.
We get a substitution for Chaffey here.
Thank you.
Ricardo Colado will come in. Colado, excuse me, will come in.
I also think it comes from not forcing the issue. I think we see the Cougars try to move forward really fast, which is important, but you know, if we're turning the ball over, it's working against us. I think they need to focus on playing what they see, and then we can, you know, move on to the creativity.
So here's Lanzis trying to get it into the middle. Chavez with pressure right on top of him. Still able to hold on to the ball. Gets it onto the near side. Oristida down to the middle of Fritz. Not sure where he was trying to cut that one to. Maybe McCallion, who was standing in the middle. Taken away by Chaffey. The Panthers will control. Pruitt, his ball ahead. Abdu knocked it down. Played away by Canyons for the moment. Cleared back towards Abdu. Couple of touches. Got it to Belo Canto. His pass, middle of the field. He'll chip ahead. Good ball onto the outside. Chaffey with a counter chance. Carrillo trying to step up to get a takeaway. Good pressure by Carrillo. He's able to knock it off the foot of the Chaffey Panther. Played up the far touchline out of play. For Chaffey, David Navarro, really the guy to keep an eye on the offensive side. 4 goals so far this season to lead the way. That one right into one of the Cougars.
That was a hard shot.
Gallardo was trying, I think, to bend it towards goal, and it actually just hit Christopher Chavez right in the gut. Canyon's trying to go on a counter. Briseño, not sure where that was intended for, but it goes well wide. So a goal kick coming here for Chaffey.
Definitely wasn't intended where he went.
Just kind of walking everything forward here. Another throw in off the far side for Chaffey. Panthers trying to serve towards the box. Vegas Roberts there to defend. Here's clear to the middle of the field. Chavez. Bounces off of a body. Went to Christian Lanzis. Castillo on the far side. He'll swing back as he switches the field to the near side to Oristida. Drops it to Briseño down on the near side. Briseño back in the middle, trying to get the cutter in Oristida. He'll drop it back to Briseño, pressured on the near side by Pruitt. Oristida again. Him and Briseño just in a 2-man game. Now Briseño tries to serve towards the box. Ball bounces out. Lanzis Castillo might have had a chance with the left foot. Instead, wanted to take it onto his right. Chaffey will clear to the far sideline. Here's Fritz stepping up. Had the ball taken away from him. Good step up by Belo Canto. Now Abdu, far side of the field. Trying to take Christian Lanzis Castillo 1v1. His pass along the outside, offside on the far side of the field. As the AR in the near side with the flag up. Just about 20 minutes into this first half. No score, Chaffey and College of the Canyons. Tuesday night, second half of a doubleheader. On what was a hot, hot day. Up over 100 degrees today here in the Santa Clarita Valley on October 1st. That is just ridiculous by any measure of the word.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
The men do have it a little easier than the women had at their 4 p.m. game.
It's pretty hot hot out during the women's contest. We were feeling it over here at the table. It's cooled down a touch, but still pretty warm. Still up in the 80s right now.
Yeah, I think moving forward, the Cougars are, I don't want to say too predictable, but I think in that there's not as many runs being made. They're defended on the runs that they're making. If that's the case, you got to recycle that run and do something else. I think they're moving forward. I just think that in the final third, that's where they're losing their edge.
And how much of it maybe is you coming from you as a striker, somebody who was very adept at scoring goals in your time? How much is it maybe just somebody up top needing to take charge and call for the ball more often? It seems like there's that lack of ability or that lack of willingness, I should say, in the middle of the field for someone to take charge.
Yeah, I don't know if we've really seen that so far. A lot of teams have that just naturally a player that is loud and takes charge and I think the Cougars need to see that in one or several of their players.
There's a good opportunity. Ayala out to defend it away, because that was actually a good ball for Zalamea and just a better challenge by the keeper. Lanz is going to be called for a foul here. Well, that's what 6 different goal scorers, only 6 goals in the season. It's a matter of somebody just needs to take charge on the attack. Canyons plays a very structured defensive game.
Yeah, they do, and I would hope we see that moving forward. But I mean, what I've seen is them really running in a straight line forward, and it's predictable for the defense. It makes it easy for the defense. The opportunity they had down here, that was their closest opportunity, that was unpredictable. They didn't see that coming, and it came from a couple of quick plays and then a back pass, a heel pass to a shot, and you can have fun with that. I just think they need someone up there to take charge and move and recycle their runs.
Ball taken by Chaffey. Thomas Belocanto will play it along. There's Navarro, dangerous man. Works around a couple of Canyons players, now trying to cut along. And Carrillo just rubs him out along the far side. That was hockey check quality there on a rub out. No foul called as they play on. And I think really just more good body position than Carrillo than anything else.
Yeah, Carrillo's a solid player. So that definitely could be the case.
Well, Garrett built like a linebacker, 6
Yeah.
foot. Up probably close to 220 of muscle.
And he's playing on the outside tonight, it looks like. He was playing in the center. Do I have that right? It's kind of hard to tell. They keep shifting over.
I think it's really more of a 3-man defensive backfield
Yeah.
here. Carrillo, Roberts, and Whitney straight along the line.
And then Lanzas Castillo on the outside is kind of a...
Him and Briseño kind of
Yeah. It does go back to
defensive
Cougar.
midfielders, yeah.
Yes, the Cougars like to have a strong defensive structure and rely on that for most of the game.
Panthers trying for a combination through the middle of the field. They have it. Now they're trying to get it ahead. It was just behind the touch of Cazares, taken by Whitney, who's cut all the way across the field here. Has Cazares right on him. Will just play it out into his own teammates who are getting loose. I think they'll actually give Canyons a throw in here, as they say it went off of Chaffey. It's hard for me to tell from way over here on the field. And now we'll get a whistle and...
I think a warning.
Yeah, something going on.
I think it was a late...
No, one of the Cougars down.
I think it was a late play.
It's like one of the Cougars just trying to maybe stretch out a little bit off the far side of the field. Looks like it was Zalamea.
I think it was a little bit of a late play and a little bit of a warning there. I have a feeling the next play as such, we might see a card coming out from either side.
It's possible. There's been some physicality here early on. Nothing egregious, really, but I think mostly from the official just wanting to control things. Good combination from Canyons that
Yeah.
time. Whitney ahead to Briseño. Briseño trying to cut back to the middle of the field, has it taken right off his foot. Here's some help from Chavez. Now to Fritz. Moving out onto the far side, Christian Lanzas. Back into the middle to Chris Chavez. Now to Lanzas again. Lanzas, a right-footed strike blocked down. Still loose. Bounces in the box. Zalamea trying to run onto it. And a chance for Ayala to come out and play it away. I believe it'll be a goal kick here. Both sides kind of screaming on that one. And they're really just a 50-50 ball that the keeper and the attacker kind of crashed into one another on.
Yeah, it was definitely hard to see from over here. They were facing the other direction. We couldn't see where the ball was. But the play the Canyons had over on the left side here, it was a quick 1-2, 1-2 down the field. They saw what they played, and that moved them forward. It's just, again, the final third, finding that, that other outlet. There needs to be two available at all times. And I think once they get that down, they'll be fine. They'll be taking quality opportunities.
Here's Canyons back to work. Whitney now with it on the near side. Briseño stops it up on first touch, kind of bounced on him. Notice that too here at the Cougar soccer facility. We don't talk about it a lot, but the turf plays a little bit of a factor. Ball seems to take lots of skips off the turf here. It's a hard surface.
Yeah, it's going to be a true bounce on here. There's no give.
And it kind of runs downhill as we get off to the sidelines. We've seen it kind of drainage towards the sidelines. So the ball tends to run towards the edges a lot more. Maybe saw that affect Briseño on his last touch on a ball played ahead to him. Now here's a fight for a 50-50 ball. Picked up by Collado. His pass deflected away. Ball's going to stay in play for the moment. And it's going to send Pruitt all the way back to get it. Able to dodge McCallion, though. With a fake pass. Chaffey trying to work around the perimeter here. Collado. Elocanto trying to get it for a run. Whitney. He's going to draw a foul for a little bit of a jersey tug from Cazares. Just under 19 minutes to go here in the first half. Vegas Roberts going to be the one to take this free kick. Play it back to Velasquez. Got it to Carrillo. Navarro right with him, step for step. Carrillo's pass was knocked away. Fritz then flicks it ahead. Knocked down by Chavez. Zalamea onto the outside. And an offside flag called against Canyons. Chaffey goes to work quickly. Pruitt on the near side. Plenty of room for him to operate. Drives one low. Got over the head of Carrillo, but went behind the intended target of Abdu. Played by Canyons up the far touchline. Christian Lanzas Castillo will play it ahead. Zalamea able to work around a defender. They got knocked down, so he'll draw a whistle. Canyons will get a free kick from just inside the Chaffey half of midfield. Panthers with a couple of bodies up at the bench, trying to get ready to substitute in. Get whistles. Canyons a little too far forward on where they wanted to take the free kick from. Probably about 10 yards.
Just testing the waters there, seeing how far you can go.
Canyons will play it short here. Fritz will try and drive one on that's blocked. Tovar got a body on it. Played back up to the middle of the field to Abdu. Abdu now with it again. Right back in the middle, Carrillo. Cazares and him got tied up. Whitney now with it. Briseño. Middle of the field. There's Aristida. Now Vegas Roberts. It's working it around. Fritz. Salamea. Salamea trying to work to the middle of the field. Got taken away on the pass, trying to hit Aristida. Back the other way comes Chaffey, trying to go counter. Abdu and Cazares were both sprinting up the field, but Ricardo Colado's pass was deflected away. And now whistle for, I believe, a foul on Chaffey. Canyons trying to put some pressure on here. Good challenge that time by the Panthers defense. Fritz then able to knock a man off the ball, knock Navarro down. We play on. There's Aristida. Now McCallion. Service towards the box, but behind the goal. So not quite as quality as he would have liked. Substitutions coming for Chaffey. 3 fresh bodies onto the field. It looks like Abdu, Cazares are 2 of the men coming off.
Something we've seen a lot tonight from Canyons is a lot of dribbling up top. And that's not, that's not always a bad thing. It's not always a great thing. It can be a great thing. But the problem is no one's moving off the ball when they're doing that. So it's just easily defended. Or it's one man trying to take on 5 players, and a little bit of a tough feat there.
Which that has a tendency to make things harder trying to go 1-on-3 in this sport. That's not really, it's less than ideal, I would say.
Yeah, and I mean, it's fine if we're taking people on, you're drawing a defender towards yourself and possibly 2, but we have to have the people moving off the ball to break that up, to make that worth it.
That one rolls in on Velasquez, and he'll collect. The structures work defensively. Chaffey really hasn't had an opportunity today, other than the pass back that was result in a free kick from inside the box.
Yeah, I think the Cougar defense has done a great job. It's just getting the ball up into the final third, and they'll be on it.
I should mention, a very rare thing to see a free kick inside the box, not from the penalty spot.
It is.
I think that's the only
Why we were
situation. Yeah,
so
I was
confused.
confused at what was going on. Foul going to be called against Chaffey in a dangerous area here. Canyon's going to get a really good look from about 20 out. Maybe 25. So we'll pace it away here. So it's going to be a really good spot for Canyons. We'll see if they design something tricky or just try and drive one on. Briseño standing over it.
He's had a couple goals on the season.
It's just one.
Oh, has he? Just one?
6 different goal scorers, 6 goals this year.
Oh.
You were paying attention during the pregame.
No, I would. Well, yeah.
It's okay.
I think shots. I'm thinking it was
he's
shots.
had a number
Yeah.
of shot opportunities.
Yes, he has. And coming from an outside back.
little bit of a waste of the opportunity, drives it up and over. We'll get substitutions for Chaffey once again. Romero coming off. And I can't tell from way over here who's coming in.
26.
And it looks like Tovar coming off as well. How's Richardson? One of the two in.
Thank you.
Looks like Ruben and Sostagoi in. There's Whitney. Trying to get a combination. Orstida and Briseño, but it was behind him. Continue on as we have no scores so far here, first half. Pretty low event first half, all things considered. Carrillo in a battle on the far side with Gonzalez.
And I would argue that the Cougars have had more of the attacking percentage than Chaffey over here.
Just if not, again, and it comes back to that ability to convert when the opportunity arises. And that's been a lot of the struggle this year for Canyons with just 6 goals. Through their 9 games so far this year. It's just a situation of find a way to convert on those good opportunities you get. Canyons will get a throw in from deep in their own half. Work from Chavez that time off the throw-in. Fritz able to drive it to Whitney on the near side. Briseño trying to get it back to Whitney. Went by him, went through the feet of Luis de Anda. He was able to pick it up and run it ahead. Taken away by Vegas Roberts. Roberts on a long run. Gets it outside McCallion. McCallion right-footed strike, trying to bend it inside the top bar, and just went over. Another very good look for Canyons that just goes by.
And that came out of a step from the defense. That came out of Roberts. And a burst of speed there that I don't think anyone was expecting, and they run off the ball. That was exactly what they need to be doing up top. Have someone running at you, you need to move off the ball and give him that second option.
At some point, you have to figure those are going to convert if you're Canyons. Keep doing what you're doing. It's just a matter of finding that conversion. It was a well-struck ball, too, by McCallion. I think beat Ayala just was too high. Whitney just plays it out, so it'll be a throw-in here coming for Chaffey. Ricardo Collado will throw it back in play. This ball chipped just out of the box. Christian Lanzas battling that time, and it'll be a Chaffey corner coming here off the far side of the field. Collado, and in turn towards the back post. Goes past everyone. Zalamea just flips it ahead. Chris Chavez trying to chase it down. Satagoe able to get to it first. Ayala just calmly flips it out. Chaffey back the other way. Trying to run onto another long ball. Foul going to be called against the Panthers this time. Collado too aggressive against Roberts down in the box. So Canyons will get a chance to kick it away from just about a goal, the goal kick spot. Roberts just taking an extra second. The official giving him some time.
Something had been bothering him. He went down a little bit ago and took a little bit of a break while we were waiting for some subs.
Chaffey trying to get back on the attack. Play off onto the outside. Ball bounces away right through the middle. Canyons a slight misconnection. They just have to clear it. Sostagoi played again. Collado now with it. Contact on both sides. No foul call. We continue.
Good slotted ball through there.
Cruceno trying to work. Cuts back to the middle. Lost the ball. Good defense that time from Pruitt. Roberts, he's fighting something with his ankles here. I think might be the...
They both
look
do
heavily
look
taped. Yeah.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
Just looked uncomfortable coming ahead to challenge that ball. Good challenge that time by Whitney. Chris Chavez playing it ahead. Pruitt knocks it away. Roberts just fighting through it. Now trying to go on a long run here. Got tripped up and draws a foul.
There it
And
is.
that might see our first yellow of the match. So they'll book Collado here. His second yellow of the season.
He's getting sent off right now. Is that a rule?
No, I think it's just a substitution.
Oh, he's subbing? Okay. I did not see the incoming player.
Joseph Trejo coming in. Canyons will just serve it right into the box. Lanzas tries to pop it back out to the top. Orestida, Chavez, Braceno. Braceno cuts it back across, and Chaffey defends it away. Lazo. Gonzalez Palomares. Near side of the field. Deanda. Deanda, top of the 18. In the middle. Turnaround chance blocked by Whitney. Good job by Whitney just to stay right with Collazo that time to make sure he couldn't get a shot away. Canyons on a counter, back the other direction. Numbers if they want it. Zalamea tries to cut it across. Ayala right there to collect it. It looked like Zalamea just took a little bit too long to get the ball forward.
Yeah.
Kind of overran it at one point in time.
Yeah. And that's one of those we got to play the ball when we see it. Because that just makes you not want to make the run the next time, right?
Another good counterattack opportunity by Chaffey trying to go with their own. A chip ball defended. Chavez will just play it back to space. Whitney will take over. Whitney played it off a body and out of play. So it'll be Canyon's goal kick here. Here's Whitney again. It's going to be a Chaffey throw in here, as that's just unlucky. It bounced off of Briseno. On a ball that wasn't really even near him to begin with. Sostagoin will try and drive one on. Canyons will go back the other way. McCallion took too long to get rid of it. Gets it right back.
Yeah, it's again a perfect example of you see the ball, you have the play it.
Here's Fritz now trying to get on an attack 1v1.
There's a time to take it 1v1 and then there's a time to pass it, and we've been a lot more successful with those quicker passes up top.
Here's a chance. Christian Lanzas Castillo trying to step around a defender, could not. And McCallion couldn't do anything with it. Fritz got knocked down. Chaffey with numbers back the other way. Onto the near side. Deonda. A strike that's blocked. Good block by Whitney that time. Just smartly steps in the lane and drives it out of play. We talked about it in the women's game with the Heat. Ball moves faster than you do. And it seems as though Canyon's just taking an extra step instead of moving the ball and trying to advance it ahead and keeping those number advantages.
Yeah, you need to be a little efficient in your decision making. That's not just about you getting rid of the ball, it's is this productive?
So we're on the officials' clock now. Ball out to midfield. To extra time we go. Ryan Pruitt here. Ahead. Deonda trying to spin away from a defender. Now Trejo tries to cross. Whitney defends it away. Galazo now along the touchline. Tries to serve it towards the box. Vegas Roberts volleys away. Chaffey again looking for an attack. This one shipped towards. Goes well out of play. We'll get a goal kick. Likely the final couple of plays here. Right in the middle of the field, Canyon's going to try and get something late going here. Defended by Richardson that time. Now battle for a loose ball. Diego Garcia able to win it. Pruitt's pass missed on the connection. Canyons with a chance to try and counter here. And again, just a step behind on the passing. Played all the way down to the far side. Zalamea trying to create something. Good job by the Chaffey defenders there. Continue on. Chaffey trying to get a late first half attack here. Defended away by Fritz. Sostagoin now with it again. Trejo centering play. Kicks off a couple of bodies. Whitney clears it towards the end line. And it'll roll out for a corner here. Well, actually, it'll be a goal kick here.
I thought it was a corner as well.
I thought it was. And that will do it for the first half. Ball driven away. No score. Neither team able to find the back of the net. Go to the second half. 0-0 here from the Cougar Soccer Facility, College of the Canyons and Chaffey College.
Hey there, Cougar. I forgot the Cougar's name.
Oh, I know it is. Wait, I forgot its name too.
Hey, bro, what's that cat's name again?
I have no idea. Who is that again? I forgot.
Who is that?
Hey, do you need help getting registered? Let's find your schedule. What's your name again?
Hey, Cooper, come on in. Are you here for a student ID card?
Oh, it's Cooper. The Cougar's name is Cooper.
Oh, Cooper.
I don't know. Man, I don't know, man.
Man, that's Cooper, man. That's Cooper.
Cooper.
Oh,
Cooper the Cougar.
Yeah,
Cooper the
that's
Cougar.
Cooper.
Yeah,
Okay.
Wait, isn't your name Cooper?
Here we go, Cooper. 1, 2, 3, cheese.
Hey, Chancellor, Cooper is here to see you.
Cooper, thanks for coming in to see me, but I have just one question for you. What's your last name?
Here we go again.
Welcome to College of the Canyons, where students become the success stories of tomorrow. Whether you're already in the workforce or just getting started, our flexible schedules are a game changer. And students don't just earn degrees, they catapult into desirable careers in top 4-year universities for just $46 per unit. Quality education without crushing debt. Ditch the cookie-cutter mold of college and make college work for you. Register now at canyons.edu/schedule.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Whether we're on the move or stuck in one place, it's with us, comforting, healing, and transforming lives. It's the power of you. With 4 world-class hospitals and over 170 clinics across Southern California, together, we're building a healthier community. We're your neighbors, your friends, your family. It begins with you. UCLA Health.
Can I get it Mike's way? What's happening?
And your free sub. Enjoy.
That was super weird.
Oh, that? Nah. She just used the shore points you can now earn from chip and drink purchases to get free sub through the app. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
Make hosting your next event easy with the Dr. Diane G. Van Hook University Center. With over 30 meeting spaces, wireless video teleconferencing capabilities, food service, and technical support available, the University Center has everything you need to make your next event shine. Conveniently located near the 5 and 14 freeways in Santa Clarita, the University Center offers easy access to local airports and many attractions, making it the ideal meeting place for everyone. To learn more about our rental options or to book now, visit canyons.edu/University Center.
Welcome back into the Cougar Sports Network as we get ready for second half action. Canyons will start with the ball here in the second half. They'll attack to our right here. Chaffey with a quick throw in here. Really a low event first half when you look at all the numbers. Either team really heavy attack chances. Each team with 4 shots. Canyons with just 1 on goal. Chaffey with 2. Chaffey with all 3 of the corners in the match. They also had 9 fouls and a yellow, just 4 and 0 for Canyons. So
Take that another corner.
So 4 now for Chaffey. None for the Cougars here early through the first half. Just starting the second half. Hunter Maiden in goal for Canyons here in the second half. Chaffey will send it out high. Shipped back into the box, and a ball that just missed on a deflection. Pruitt was cutting in from his defensive slot. Just couldn't get a good volley on.
I think Canyons got a little bit lucky.
Yeah.
On that run there.
I'd have to agree with you that Pruitt driving in, nobody had him marked. Here's Carrillo now. Play back to Maiden. His pass, not a good one. Defended away, or taken away, excuse me. Sostegui will send it on. Maiden this time will collect it. Roll it back out on the far side to Whitney. Whitney a ball. Trying to get run onto on the far side, but it went out along the touch line. Chaffey throw in here. Here's Fritz. Far side Roberts, now to Whitney. Unable to turn that time in the middle of the field for one of the Cougars. Back the other way comes Chaffey. Galazzo trying to get onto it. Has Garrett Carrillo leaning right against him.
I think a lot of the turnovers for Canyons has been because they are playing the ball into pressure. And I think that does come from a lack of communication from the person playing the ball and the person that's calling for the ball.
Yeah, it seems as though Chaffey right on top every time Canyons tries to make a pass. Occasionally the Cougars, though, have had some opportunities on some decent one-touch looks. Just have not been able to connect. And really, like we said, it's been a low event match. Neither team really dominating the field of play. Canyons already this season, when we talked about really matches, low event matches, they've already had 2 0-0 draws. One on the road against San Diego City, the other against Fresno on the road. So it's not new territory to see low scoring events. As we said, Canyons has been held off the scoreboard 6 times so far this year. In their 9 matches,
And it goes back to that the fact that they're still making the opportunities happen. They are just not executing.
It's that conversion rate just not there. There was another chance to try and connect on something that didn't work. Chris Chavez trying to get loose here. Like Diego Garcia got away with a slight jersey tug that maybe made Chavez change his direction.
Again, that's a tough ball right there that we decided, that they decided that they wanted to play right into pressure, and that's a hard ball to receive and get out of.
Foul going to be called against Canyons here. Looks like it went against Christian Hansen that time. And you talk about everything has been in traffic for Canyons. Every pass, there's always a mark right on top of it. For Chaffey, so credit the Panthers. They've done a good job in their structure of limiting Canyons. Canyons has done the same every time Chaffey tries to get something going. It seems as though there's a body right there to mark.
But it goes down to having more than one option available, moving off the ball. They look up and it looks like they only have one option, and maybe that brings in communication.
Palomares tries to send it across. It bounces off a couple of bodies. Chaffey wanted a handball in the box and didn't get it. I think it just went off of Whitney's shoulder and out of play, and it'll be a corner kick for Chaffey once again.
Oh, and that was a great touch by Maiden back there. I looked like that was going in off that, but he got his hand on that.
Chaffey, another dangerous opportunity here on a corner. Towards the back post. Up over everyone. Canyons just clears it back out towards midfield. We're having some trouble getting it back to where it needs to be for a throw-in here. Bouncing ball kind of popping around. Whistle against Chaffey that time. Game within the game of trying to move the ball up. Chaffey says no back there. Canyon says no up here. And the official finally has to come in and say, no, it's back there. Let's stop messing around. Pruitt, who's been very active on the defensive side. Canyons has challenged him a lot today and just has not had any room to work. Now here's Vegas Roberts trying to work. Long run for him here. Christian Lanzas cut across, couldn't do anything with it. Richardson back the other way. Richardson trying to work around Fritz, who's able to hold him off and then get signaled for a foul. So free kick here coming. A set piece opportunity for Chaffey. Eduardo Vargas is going to be the one to ship this one. Canyon's trying to organize defensively. Chaffey with everybody, but Sastagui ahead. This one shift into the box. A volley that goes wide and high, and it's going to be signaled for a corner for Chaffey here. Interesting. Not the volley was by Chaffey, but apparently maybe another body on it. Chaffey trying to figure out how they want to organize the corner here. Looks like Miguel Gonzalez Palomares will put it in play. Chaffey will try and angle it from a higher spot. Deflected away by Canyons for the moment, but not far out. Now Pruitt, he'll set up service into the box towards the near corner. Chaffey will have to recover it. Deonda around one. His shot or pass blocked. His second attempt. A header volley just goes over. That was a good ball into the box. Trying to find his man. Looked like Colazo, excuse me, in there, and he had a good chance on it. For the first of the year for Freddie Colazo, just couldn't connect. So instead stays 0-0. Ball back into the box on the Chaffey side for the moment. Then Chaffey gonna force a throw in. And it's trying to get some upfield pressure, just not able to connect on those opportunities to pass the ball and work for an open shot.
Chaffey is happy with just sitting there watching them kind of run across them. Yeah, because they're in the right position, and you just let them tire themselves out and just stay in the right position and try to counter.
See it again here with Chaffey trying to get onto a counter. Lands us in a foot race. Has it taken away by Richardson. Carrillo there knocked Richardson down, but we play on. Richardson looks uncomfortable. He's going to hop up. Canyon's trying to go back the other way. They don't really have the numbers. Hansen along the touch line creates a throw-in. Lanzas Castillo again. Not sure where that was intended for, but it bounces to Hansen. Feathers it ahead. Chris Chavez tries to do the same. Now he'll get it back to Christian Lanzas Castillo. He tries to switch the play to the far side of the field. Briseño knocked it down on first opportunity, but couldn't get to the second ball. Nick Sandoval that time able to play it back, and Canyon's going to control here as they've pressed the field ahead for the moment. There's Sandoval trying to turn. Faces his man, chops it to the middle. Chavez couldn't get a volley on it. This was defended away by Ramirez. Played all the way back down towards the Canyon goal, and Hunter Maiden collects and fires it right back out to Whitney.
And something that's different with Maiden now on the field is we can hear him talking to his team. And that is an important factor to have from your keeper.
Yeah, directing traffic
Yeah.
back at the goal. He can see the entire field.
Yeah, sometimes he sees it better than you.
Carrillo going to just try and get a goal kick out of this, and he does. Bring it. Canyon's back with the ball here. Carrillo. Sent it ahead. Tita. Out of Sandoval. Briseño. Trying to get back onto this on a chip, and it goes over his head. Out of play. Subs for Chaffey coming. Luis De Anda coming off. I am via Zuniga into the game.
Thank you.
Real good first contact.
Hands down.
Try not to fall over as I get that ball out from under our feet.
Oh, I have no idea what you're trying to do.
Mari just giving me this look
He's just
like,
letting
what
you
is
do
happening?
it.
I got first touch on that one.
Yes, you did.
Soft
after-
touch. It was right in front of me. No, the first touch. That was second touch
oh.
to get that over there.
Nice.
You folks at home can't see any of this, so just bear with us. Ramirez. Ahead. Alonso trying to get onto it.
Oh, I think that it's still fun. It's nice. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Rich guy, step there. Diego.
Diego Garcia on the far side here. Pruitt, switch it back near side. Ramirez. Get it back again. Sandoval trying to go back the other way as Canyons had a chance to counter. And again, Chaffey just very calmly back to defend. Ayala, who's comfortable handling the ball, will collect and send it to Pruitt. Ryan Zuniga now. Middle of the field, Diego Garcia. Back to Pruitt. Pruitt drives it ahead. Cutting across was Whitney, and he took hard contact that time. And this might draw another card, and I think it will on Chaffey here. So they'll book Joseph Trejo this time. Just a little dangerous flying through with the foot.
Yeah, I'm glad he's all right. That looked pretty gnarly.
He seems to be okay. Second part of the match. Remember, Chaffey, one of the most penalized teams in the state so far this year. 32 coming in, 2 here today. Not afraid to play physical. Here's Carrillo. His pass taken away by Chaffey for the moment, but he gets it back now. Trying to work off, and we're going to get a foul here. Scalazzo going to be called for the tug.
Leo did a great job using his body to get that second ball, so get that second touchback.
Perseno gets it back to Fritz, who's pressured. Roberts will bring it near side to Carrillo. Carrillo, I think, was thinking about maybe making service that time, but instead dropped it off to Chavez. Chavez gets it back from Christian Lenses Castillo. Had a couple of looks. Instead, we'll hold on to it here for a second. Looked like he had a window for a moment to take a shot, but decided against it. Had it on his right foot, too. Here's Carrillo. He tries to cut it across. It goes off of a body, out of play. Corner coming. First corner of the match for Canyons.
A lot of the Cougars' opportunities have come from the defense getting involved.
Yeah, Vegas Roberts early on in the first half. Carrillo this time. Christian Lenses Castillo going to take this corner. The right footer likely going to make it a straight ball towards the backside of the box. Sandoval volley towards. Ramirez defended away. Throw in front of the Canyons bench. And it looks like Chris Chavez down on the near side. To bring the medical staff out. I think mostly just a cramp from Chavez, who's been out there for the entirety of the match so far.
Oh, that's rough. Looks like it's really locked in there.
Yeah, not fun.
It's been hot the last few
Yes, it has
days,
been.
and it's going to stay that way for another week and a half or so.
I think if you've been an athlete at any level, you've had this happen at one point or another.
Yep. Absolutely. I never feel good.
So every time he moves, it seems like it locks it back up
That's
on him.
really rough. It's a long cramp. That sucks.
So they'll make a substitution. Chaffey will make some substitutions as well. Francisco Air 27 on for Christopher Chavez, but I could be incorrect. Abdu back in the game for Chaffey. Looks like McCallion back in here for Canyons. Yeah, so it's McCallion coming in to take over for Chavez. Palomares was off. Thomas Bellocanto coming back in as well. Stita was calling for that ball as Christian Lanzas Castillo decided to play it back. Canyons will try and play it for a run for him into the near corner. He'll collect, cut it back. Or Stita, the top of the box, didn't get a good drive away. Sandoval with pressure right from behind. And it poked off his foot by Valle Zuniga. Trying to play it ahead. Colazo had a man with a step but a flag. As Abdu was just a step ahead. Looks like Jack Whitney back there tying up Hunter Maiden's shoe here. Now, something going on with the AR on the near side. Maybe just trying to hold the play while they fix Hunter Maiden's shoe.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tie your shoe with those keeper gloves.
Briseno, a chance here. Pops it high in the air. Lands a Savali, deflects off a body, but not enough pace on it to beat Ayala. There's Abdu now. Delaying. Played it in the middle. Fritz going to get a takeaway. Sandoval. McGallion. Had Sandoval sprinting ahead, but decided to turn it back. I think if he plays it back quickly, Canyons might have an attack. Instead, they try and set one up here. Trying to flip one in. Couldn't do much with
does
it.
really well when they have these one-touch passes as they move forward. It just always comes down to the execution, but it can be done, and they do it, and they're almost there.
And that last one specifically as well. Sandoval's first touch towards McCallion in the middle was beautiful, and then Sandoval running back on. And if McCallion tries to play that one down to the corner, maybe now you have something set with some numbers. Instead, he turned it back around, and it kind of killed any momentum that Canyons had working forward.
Yeah.
And maybe that's just some of it as well, that willingness to press through.
Yes, it's the recycling of runs that, that disorients the defense there, and
Get a foul on Canyons here.
and we haven't really seen too much of that.
There's a dangerous chance for Chaffey from maybe call it about 30 yards out. Maybe even less than that. 25. It's hard for us to tell from the floor here.
It's on an angle. We'll give you 30.
Okay. I'm distantly challenged, so it's all good. A good chance for Chaffey to set something up here. Driven low towards the near post and just driven up and over. That was a really good ball served right towards the back post on the near side. Canyons dodges another bullet. Subs for Chaffey coming here. Canyons as well. Looks like McCallion off. Alex Delgado in for Canyons. And I'll try and get you the bodies for Chaffey, but there were a lot of them. Nearly wholesale subs. Alberto Romero, one of the bodies on. Heads up. That one's going to go out onto the football field.
We got one right here called
Find the tent. Find the tent.
Foul going to be called against Chaffey here. Navarro back in, one of the bodies for Chaffey. Didn't hear the rest of them, so we'll call him out as we see him here. Romero. Palazzo. Now back to Romero, trying to take Carrillo. Carrillo staying right with him. Garcia. Middle of the field, bodies kind of collide. Via Zuniga got challenged by Sandoval that time, and Chaffey going to play back for control. This ball played into the box. Chaffey, a good volley touch backwards. Canyon's able to clean it up enough. Roberts is hurt, though. He's going to run away a little bit from the play. Chaffey going to get a chance across. Ball still loose. A shot on goal, and it just goes wide. Corner coming for Chaffey. Might have been deflected by one of the Cougars. Canyons dodges another bullet as the Panthers putting on the pressure here. Just about 17 minutes to go. Thomas Bellocanto going to take this corner. Really good service, and Canyon's lucky to get it away, and then Vegas Roberts lost his shoe in the process. Vegas is having a tough day.
Yeah. He can't get it back.
Get it back on, just throws it towards the edge of the field.
I don't think the ref noticed.
And now he's going to play it out with that missing shoe. And of course, the ball bounces up over the fence. No shoe, no problem.
Looking to capitalize on that.
Chaffey going to play this one along the turf.
Seen a lot of people slipping tonight. Can't imagine there's a lot of
No, it's pretty warm out still.
dew on the world.
Carrillo defends away. Chaffey going to get a takeaway here. Kind of overcorrected. Ball comes flying high in the air, and Hunter Maiden going to collect it on just deflection.
Come on.
Maiden with a good boot back down to the Chaffey end of the pitch. There's Pruitt. Clearing pass, knocked down, taken by Canyons for a second. And Sostagui able to recover. Now Vegas Roberts with the shoe freshly back on. Played ahead. Canyons still trying to work. Ball flicked along to the outside. Christian Lances Castillo. His cross. Riceno trying to one-touch it. Maybe just a little too high on the foot. Drove it up and over.
Something to pay attention to as we're under 15 minutes left is probably the fact that the ref's got to keep this game under control. It's probably getting a little bit chippy here at 0-0.
It's like, I don't want to. I just don't know how to put the color. I was just like, it's really? Already? Oh, I've been just doing the same too. Okay, yeah, because I've been doing the same thing, like a certain one for like a home game. All right. So far. Like you have to be stuck on those two. Okay.
There's a chance for Chaffey. Ball served into the box. Chaffey, another look. This one right back into the box. Bounces off of a Cougar, and Maiden will collect it. Chaffey was trying to ask for a pass back again, but more of a deflection than a pass back.
Yeah, I really don't think that was his intention there.
It just really bounced off Roberts. Maiden's drive away almost gave Canyons a chance on a counter. Instead, it'll come back to the Canyon side of midfield. Carrillo, Lanzas Castillo, back to Fritz. Canyons trying to work those connections. That one just bounced a little bit too high off the turf for Whitney to handle clean on the first touch. And now Whitney will just have to play it ahead. Sandoval working for a loose ball, able to fight a man off it, but he's going to be called for a foul.
And something I was saying a little bit is that kind of stuff right there. I think it's good the ref is looking at all this and calling it, because when you get to this point in the game at 0-0, the urgency can become a lot greater, and depending on if you've let things go, they'll try different things, get a little bit chippy here, and keeping it under control so that everyone's safe. I think he's been doing a good job of that.
Navarro and Roberts came together on that one after a good flick ahead by Abdu. A deep throw in for Chaffey. Panthers trying to work quickly here. Another throw in for Chaffey. Panthers couldn't do anything with the last one. So Canyons will get to drive it away here. Still 0-0. 11 minutes to go here in the second half, plus some extra time. Likely to be added. Ball deflects off of a Cougar and out of play.
Oh, they went and got it. Yeah, they went with it. Thank you.
Canyons. Another good chance at a connection. Here's Fritz. Ayala well out. Knocks it away from him. Fritz tried to slide to get to it first and drive it by him and just could not. Throw in from Chaffey that time, but Abdu falling over. Thought he had a man to lean against, it looked like, and Roberts was about 3 paces off of him, and that allows Vegas Roberts to take it over. Fritz can turn and move. Space for him. Got it to Sandoval. Not sure where he was trying to go with it. Maybe trying to flip it back to Delgado, but missed it. Chaffey will just clear it away. Good first touch by
I was just
Marklin
about
over
to
there.
say that. Yeah, I still got it.
Getting up off the bench to make that play.
So calmly.
Another Cougar limping here. Cramping. Likely we'll see a Canyons sub, I would imagine.
I didn't see who that was. Did you see?
No, I can't tell the number from way over here. Plain and simple. It's not going to happen. It's Braceno. No, no, let's not speculate.
See.
McCallion, maybe? No, he came out of the game. Or it's Tita.
We'll get there.
I think it's got a 1 on it and a 9.
He just needs to turn a little bit.
Yeah, fair. I'll just name the whole roster until we find the right guy. How about that?
It'll be true somewhere.
There you go. I like that. Don't know where, but it will be. So it'll be a drop ball. Canyon's likely going to not maybe play it away, but I guess Canyons did have the ball.
Did you guys make a sub over there? All right, thank you.
Sandoval, his pass, defended. Navarro, a dangerous man for Chaffey, couldn't step around one. Play continue on here. Here's a chance for Chaffey. Romero cuts it across the mouth of the goal. Ball defended away a couple of times, and Carrillo able to make the last deflection out of play. Another bullet dodged. Carrillo missed on the first opportunity. That allowed the odd man attack, but recovered well enough to deflect the shot away. Another Chaffey corner coming. Maiden punches it up in the air, still loose, punches it again. Roberts gets fouled trying to clear. Canyons will get to clear it away. Christian Lenses Castillo trying to let that ball bounce and run onto it. And we'll get substitutions here. Multiple bodies for each side. Sandoval and Orestita off for Canyons. Looks like Cazares back in for Chaffey. There's a pair of sevens battling. This one cut across the mouth of the goal and a missed opportunity for Chaffey once again. Beautiful cross from Incestigui that just could not finish. Zalame and McCallion back in for Canyons. Benny Cazares back in for the Panthers. If you certainly have the better chances here as this second half has continued on, but Canyons playing with fire is able to just dodge enough of it right now.
Yeah, I think Canyons have gotten lucky several times this last half here. Chaffey's had several quality opportunities that I think, again, it just comes back to a lack of execution on both sides.
Delay here as the ball went in the one spot it can't go on the far side of the field, right through the spot in the fence where it's wide open. And then, of course, rolled halfway out onto the
Probably freshly
throwing area for track and field. Guerrero will play it back to Maiden. First touch by Chaffey. Second by Canyons. Goes back out onto that same space, but not as far. Imagine approximately 5 minutes of extra time due to a few injury stoppages. This is a turnover straight away by Canyons. Good cut across that time. Defensively, though, by Zalamea. Sastagui was trying to come across to it. Now Navarro off the takeaway. Long run for Navarro here. Still working. Serves it up. Header volley saved by Maiden. And it'll be a Canyons free kick on the far side. Hunter Maiden with a huge stop with the left hand diving as he was moving to his right.
That was a great save by him. It was a great save. There was two Chaffey players left unmarked on the backside, just waiting for the opportunity.
Mari living and dying with every play right now.
Oh. I think this last half we've seen a lot more turnovers from the Cougars here. And again, it just keeps coming down to a lack of execution. Like, we're not playing the right balls.
Chaffey going to go quick here off the foul. They'll send another one down. Abdu, Carrillo couldn't get it away from him. But there is an offside flag on the far side of the field. Maybe a half a step from Abdu that time. We play quickly here. Foul called against Canyons. Another whistle. This one served in. Just missed on a volley opportunity through the middle of the field by Chaffey. Substitutions from the Panthers being asked for. I don't think there is actually a substitution. Player just standing up talking to coaching staff.
There might be rules. I don't know if you can do it on a goal kick.
You can. I think you can 1 for 1.
Oh, okay.
Canyon's trying to go to work. This ball chipped into the box. Not dangerous at all.
I think he was looking for Braceno on the outside. I think the ball was not sent wide like he wanted.
Navarro, it's, I think, eventually called for a handball. Center official was, I think, trying to let everybody play on and see if Canyons maybe could draw an counter out of it.
And he's done a really good job of calling this game and keeping it under control tonight. He set the tone early and kept it.
Just 15 seconds to go in regulation here. The into added time. Vegas Roberts drives this one right towards goal, but it's going to curl just out of the way. Ayala, who has not been active here in the second half, hasn't been asked to do much. A couple of opportunities against in the first, but Chaffey has really controlled the pace of play, and outside of a big Hunter Maiden save a few moments ago.
I think that's kept the score from being
Yeah,
3-0.
Yeah. Canyons, I think, very lucky to have this at 0-0 right now.
Just different from the first half. Canyons was attacking majority of the first half. And I think structurally on the defense, it hasn't been that sound. And I think that goes into how they work for it offensive.
And Chaffey finally converts. It's Abdu. On a ball that was served in off the corner, it deflected off of a few bodies and bent just inside the post.
Chaffey's been working for that for this whole half, and their work's paid off.
So Abdu gets the goal in extra time. His third of the year. And so now, in bonus minutes here, Canyons need something special to at least get a draw out of this.
Okay, who came in for them?
Diego Garcia back in here for Chaffey. Carrillo on the near touchline. Cuts around one man. Here might be the chance. Carrillo just lays it off. Canyons will throw it back in here. Whistle for a foul on Chaffey. And we're going to get a card on Chaffey here. Yep. Aiden Diaz is going to get booked for kicking the ball away after the whistle. So here's a chance for Canyons. Move everybody back.
Game management, I guess. Let's run out the clock. But I have a feeling this ref doesn't mind letting the game go a little longer.
Tovar with an argument, he's going to get booked as well. I was going to say, he was letting Tovar go very, very long on that. And really, it's a simple just back up a step and you're okay. It's one of those situations of pick your battles. Tovar going to be sent off for a substitute here. They'll bring Pruitt back in. I'm not shocked by that with Pruitt. He's been so good defensively, especially with the size. Look for Garrett Carrillo inside. Canyons likes to find him on these types of plays. Francis Castillo defended away. Bounces back out. McCallion, a right-footed strike, goes wide of the goal. And that is it. Chaffey going to get a clean sheet, a 1-0 win on an extra time goal by Abdu, his third of the year. The Cougars fall for the 6th time this year. For Chaffey, they get back within 2 games of 500 at 4-6-2 with the victory. That'll do it for us here on the Cougar Sports Network. We thank you for joining us. As always, we hope to see you on Friday for women's volleyball action as College of the Canyons takes on Glendale in their first conference game of the season. Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you getting the flag? Take that. Yellow stuff.
think about what he says.
You get like more water right now for you.
Yeah. No, when I looked at you because I was like, I'm not sure, Mark, and then your flight came up, so I was finally calling it off. Yeah. So thank you. Here. You guys here. Okay, I don't want to leave this here, and then you're welcome to give it. Okay. Oh, and you'll say cheap.